Bedbug infestations have been making international headlines. We've been hearing about a persistent and growing problem with the insects overseas in Paris. But it turns out here in Canada, we've got some bedbug problems of our own. A video posted to TikTok this week appears to show a bedbug crawling along a TTC vehicle. But what are the chances of these bugs hitching a ride home with us? Well, joining us now to answer that question is Bernie Grafe, General Manager of Residential Services here in the GTA at Orkin Canada. Bernie, you deal with a lot of pest infestations. We've all seen this video. What can you tell us about the current bedbug situation here in the city?
Well, thank you for having me. Toronto, was named the #1 bedbuggiest city in Canada by Orkin Canada in a recent media release this March. And it's no surprise that, Toronto has the highest, issue considering how much of an international hub it is for travel, business, trade shows, and the like, and just in general, just by having the highest population.
So just a lot of people doing a lot of things, coming from a lot of places. So where are the places in our city we can usually find bed bugs? And what sort of things we should keep in mind to avoid them?
Well, at the end of the day, the most high traffic areas. So unfortunately, in this situation, transit, but it could also include hotels, convention centers, restaurants, public transportation, movie theaters, doctor's offices, you name it, any area where there's going to be a high amount of traffic of people coming through. And the ways you can sort of prevent it are just really ensuring where you're sitting, taking a look around, making sure that you're not leaving bags on the floor, purses, gym bags, laptop bags, things like that unattended. Because at the end of the day, the way bed bugs spread is socially. Person A has an infestation at home, they go somewhere in public, accidentally transport the bed bug, and then person B brings them home. So just being diligent about where you leave your possessions is a key part of it.
We're looking at an awful lot of bed bug visuals right now as we're having this chat. So how likely is it that we can bring one of these bed bugs home?
Anything is possible, but it's also, highly improbable. It's an extreme rare instances where, it's going to happen. I mean, just even looking now, it's not that often we're seeing on social media, posts about bed bugs in public places. It's certainly our risk, but at the end of the day, it's nothing everyone should be extremely paranoid about.
Okay, so at home, we think we might have an issue. What are the telltale signs? What are we looking for?
Well, right off the bat, you're looking for the bed bugs themselves. They're about 4 to 5 millimeters long. They're oval shaped, red and rust in color, roughly the size of an apple seed. So the live bed bugs themselves, as well as their eggs. The eggs are white, slightly translucent, about half the size of a grain of rice, and they're sticky. Additionally, what you're looking for is fecal matter, and that could be found in the form of almost looks like someone has sprinkled black pepper. And where you're going to be looking is in cracks and crevices around your mattress, the seams, your nightstands, underneath tags. And despite their name bed bugs will nest anywhere between 10 and 12 feet of the bed.
Oh, good. They like a big room. Nice to hear that. Obviously, you've got a bit of a vested interest in this, but is there anything that we could do at home to take care of it before we call professionals like you in?
Yes, heat and vacuuming. Your vacuum is your best friend because that's going to vacuum up any of the life stages between eggs and bed bugs.
Okay.
I would be extremely hesitant on using any form of chemical treatments because, to make matters worse, bed bugs can become resistant to chemicals within 2 to 3 generations or life cycles. So you might be actually building up a resistance in that pest before a professional comes in. And then utilizing your dryer, for your clothes and bags and things that can go in there, because heat will also kill bed bugs.
So what's the kind of level we're at when we have to call a professional to come in and take care of this problem?
Well, the most unfortunate thing is a lot of people don't realize they have them until they have them, right? Because you might wake up and only have 1 bite, 2 bites, think that you got bitten by a mosquito or something. And then next thing you know, 3 months later, you've got an infestation, right? So the moment you see that infestation, that's when it's time to call a professional.
Okay, well, thank you so much for this. A little bit of an uneasy conversation, but heat, that's a good source to reach out to treat with them first before we reach out to someone like you who might be able to really get them out of our place.
And also including canine treatments. At the end of the day, we have an amazing team of canine dogs that are specifically trained to sniff out bed bugs, and they're an amazing resource to confirm whether or not you have an infestation.
Oh, that is good to know. Thanks so much for that. This is Bernie Grafe. He is of Orkin Canada, joining us today to talk bed bugs. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me.